Thanks for stopping by. This is 2-Minute Classroom, and today we're learning about metaphors and similes from University English professor Dr. Ricks. Enjoy.
In this video I will cover the main differences between similes and metaphors and why writers use these literary devices. Both metaphors and similes compare things. However, a metaphor states that one thing is something else. Someone might say James is a beast if James wins the Ultimate Beastmaster competition, but we all know that in reality James is a human being. To convert this to a simile, we could say James is like a beast. Another example of a metaphor would be, when I drive, I sometimes have a lead foot. A simile compares two things using the words like, as, or than. For example, the year 2020 feels like living in a science fiction novel. To convert this to a metaphor, we could say 2020 is a science fiction novel. Metaphors often seem technically untrue. I don't have lead in my foot, and as far as I know, we're not living inside of an actual novel. Similes often seem more true on a technical level. Both metaphors and similes are useful because they can present information in a new and memorable way. The roots of these terms are also instructive. Simile is extremely close to the word similar, making it very easy to remember that similes compare things, and it actually comes from a Latin root. So metaphor can be broken down into its two parts, and the meta refers to after, with, or across, as in metacognition, which is thinking about thinking, or metabolism, which is a chemical process in an organism that sustains life. And the PHOR means to bear or to carry. So when you put those two together, meta and for, you get the idea of transfer, or to carry something over from one place to another. So metaphor can be thought of as to transfer meaning or information. When I say James is a beast, I transfer the meaning of beast to the meaning of James. Now, why do we use these literary devices? Similes and metaphors fall under a larger category of tools, also called literary devices or figurative language, or also figures of speech. There are many other kinds of figurative language, such as personification or hyperbole, which is exaggeration, or irony. And all of these literary devices or types of figurative language, they help writers to be informative, persuasive, memorable, witty, artistic, things like that. Now, another reason writers may use similes and metaphors is because they tend to help our minds focus on concrete, specific images that may be easier to remember. And when reading for pleasure, it's not necessary to stop and identify similes and metaphors every time. But if you are a writer, be sure to pay attention to how writers use metaphors and similes and other types of figurative language, and experiment with using these things yourself. So to review, metaphors state or suggest that one thing is something else, whereas similes say something is like or similar to something else, often using like or as, and metaphors and similes are just two of the many other kinds of figurative language. So thanks again for watching. I will catch you in the next video.